folks, welcome to the Passion4FM YouTube channel. I am the Custard Prophet. Welcome along. So yes, we are now uploading content again to this channel, which we're all very excited about here. We've got plans to upload more content in the lead up to FM22 and beyond, so make sure you are subbed. In this video we have asked the Passion4FM partners and a couple of special guests one question, when we have asked them what single feature or improvement would they like to see in FM22. So whilst you're watching the video, get your thinking caps on, drop down in the comments afterwards and let us know which of the features you agreed with that you saw, or if we missed one, drop it down below. We'll be really interested in finding out your thoughts. Anyway folks, let's get on with it. Let's see what this is all about.
Well, hello there everybody, Dodgee Gamer here. Now, if you're familiar at all with the content that I put out there on YouTube and elsewhere for Football Manager, you'll know that I love international management. And that is, of course, the main area that I want to see a focus on in FM22. We need improvements to make the international module more in-depth, more engrossing, more enjoyable. The first thing and the main thing that me and many other international managers want to see: training. I mean, you get your squad together, you name your squad, you get them together, you play your matches, and that's it. You know, we need the training. You need that time to work on the tactics, to kind of get the team prepped for the game as you wish to. So we need an international training module. I mean, surely it can't be that hard to implement. And then there are wider things we'd like to see in the international game. I mean, I for one would love to see the ability, especially when you're managing a smaller nation, to interact with the FA much as you would interact with the board at a club, and try and persuade them to invest more in grassroots football, or to invest more in an international scouting network so you can look for dual nationality players. Just those kind of tweaks. And of course, more competitions. There are many, many real-life competitions that exist but are not in Football Manager. Some of them are, like the West Asian Championship, the South Asian Championship and so on. But a lot of them, the Caribbean tournaments, the Oceania tournaments, the African tournaments, we need those added to the game. International management. That's what we need in FM22.
Hi guys, MrSpaceman reporting for duty. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Go give those guys some love, they're a good bunch. Now it's my turn to share some stuff I want to see in Football Manager 2022, and that stuff is tactical variability. So what am I talking about here? Well, what I want to see in Football Manager is to give you, the manager, more ability to set up your defensive and offensive formations. And what I mean by that is currently what we have in Football Manager is we have in transition, out of possession, and in possession. And also, you know, you have that little thing at the top where you can change between your tactics depending on the team you're playing, I guess, what's happening on the pitch. But I want to see more customizability. Words are very difficult, in a sense that basically you can have a 2-for-1 formation. Most Football Managers and most real games, they don't simply stay in a 4-2-3-1 for the whole game. No, they have a defensive-ish formation when they're out of possession, and when they're in possession, they attack in a different way. So, for example, let's say I'm playing 3-5-2. Defend with a 5-3-2, you know, dropping your wingbacks back, people are in more defensive formations, you know, your strikers are not all the way at the front, you know, your midfielders are a bit dropped, they're more ball-winning midfielders instead of, you know, shadow strikers or advanced playmakers. And on the attack, it's the opposite. Wingbacks push up, they're almost as attacking wingers, you know, everyone moving up, and I want to see that because that will give you more flexibility and give you more realism to your tactics, and that way you as a manager can actually work on tactics even better and you can influence games even better, which is more important because right now currently you put your tactic, let's say you downloaded a beast tactic or you've developed a beast tactic, you put 4-2-3-1 and just sit back and relax, and for 90 minutes, unless you get FM'd, you basically win the game. You don't need to watch it, you go on Netflix. But this will be kind of cool, and especially if you pair that with actual improved AI of the managers, and that way, you know, instead of sitting there for 90 minutes just, you know, playing against Pep, who doesn't do anything apart from, oh, we're losing, we need to go attacking, oh, we're winning, more defensive. Yeah, that's good, but I want to see more. I want to actually feel like I'm beating Pep Guardiola. I want to beat Pep Guardiola. Why can't I do that? I mean, obviously it's going to be the AI version, slightly simpler, but I just want a little bit more difficulty in that sense. I want to see Pep changing things. I want to see him tweaking things. I don't know. That's my suggestion. Tell us in the comments what you think of this, and continue enjoying the video. Bye, guys.
Hello everyone, I'm FMZ. What I would like to see implemented for Football Manager 2022, I would like to see more focus put on set pieces. You know, where you can just put people at the front post and the back post and on the goalkeeper and just going forward. I'd like there to be a little bit more variety and a little bit more in-depth on that. By putting players in certain positions or coupling them together at the edge of the box like you see in modern day football, like the train, and then they make the dart to the front post and the back post, giving sort of instructions of where you want them to end up. That's what I would like to see implemented in Football Manager 2022. More about me. I'm a YouTube content creator, have been since 2016, currently doing League One to Legend with Portsmouth, and it's going very well. We are back in the Premier League, and hopefully we're going to stay there.
What's up, guys? It's Daveincid, and I have like 2 wishes for Football Manager 22. The first one goes to transfers and especially contracts. In today's football, there is a lot of drama around transfers, like on Twitter, social media in general, or the clubs itself, or the agents, whatever. And this is, I miss this in Football Manager. You have like the contract talks. You need to find an agreement with the selling club to sign the player, and that's it. And I would love to see the drama from like the one from Cristiano Ronaldo recently. I would love to have like more emotions in this area. So I definitely see a lot of potential for improvements in this specific topic. And the second one also is about potential, but in another meaning. It's more like the potential under the hood from Football Manager. I would love to see further improvements of multi-core usage of the CPU, just that we all can load all the leagues we want without losing too much of performance, because at the current state there is mostly single core performance used if you don't play with full details, and I don't really understand why there are not other processes involved during this time of the simulation into multi-core performance, because I think if in this area of single core usage, if there would also be multi-core usage as well, it would be massive improvement of performance in general. Yeah, and that's it.
Hello, Mikaelinho here, talking about the things I want to see for FM22. When it comes to Football Manager playing, I absolutely love it, but there are 3 things that I enjoy a little bit more than other stuff. The first one is database editing and creating. I created the nation of Moldavia for FM21, and I plan to make another nation for FM22. I massively enjoy the process, but I cannot say that I love the FM editor. It's clunky, it's a bit tough to work with, and there are so many things that are hard-coded into the database and into the editor, which I don't think really need to be hard-coded. So please, please, please give us a better or easily worked editor for FM22. The second thing, I do love details. I love details to the level where I always play FM with an additional Excel spreadsheet on my other monitor, just so that I can go into details myself, crank numbers, try to work stuff out. I would wish that more of those stuff could be in the game, and then I don't mean actual match stats. I mean stats for training and for finances and for all the stuff that most people just don't care about. I absolutely love it. So more details, please. And third and final, I absolutely love youth and player development. So here is an idea. Why don't you scrap that recruitment meeting and replace it with a player development meeting? You get to meet your staff once a month, where they go through how your players are developing, how your training rating is differing based on different schedules, how the amount of game time at this certain level is affecting your player, what the next path for him should be, which player trait would suit him very well, etc, etc, etc. I think you get what I mean. Those 3 things, then I would be over the moon. I'd quit my job and play 24/7. If I would get one of these 3 things, then I would be very happy. If I wouldn't get any of them, well, I'd probably still buy the game. But I think you get what I mean. Those are my wishes for FM22. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.
Well, hello folks, Custard Prophet here. So, my one improvement or new feature that I would like to see in FM22, well, it's quite a simple one from me, and I'm sure this is something that frustrates every single one of you. So let me paint you a little bit of a picture. You've got a really important game that you're currently right at the end of. It is on a knife edge. You're 0-0. You desperately need a victory to stave off relegation, and your left winger has it. He's bombing down the left side. Your striker looks in the right position, and in goes the ball, and your striker heads it into the back of the net. You celebrate wildly, but then the camera pans towards the referee, and at that moment you know instantly that that goal is no longer going to stand, because the referee is having a look at that for a potential offside. And every single time that happens in FM, it is offside. There is no uncertainty about the decision at all. It is always offside. So that frustrates me immensely, because that's not going to be the case in real life. Not every single potential offside decision is offside. There is some that are, and there's some that aren't. So if we could have that kind of reality, that indecision that occurs in reality in the game, I think that would be so much nicer than those things that kind of ruin the experience to some degree of when you get that goal and yeah, you get it pulled up for something or other, and you know it's not going to be a goal. So please, Miles, if you are listening, can you just make that little tweak? You did it with the penalties, and that is so much better. So please do it to those offside decisions.
So FM22 is just around the corner, and people's thoughts are turning to what they'd like to see in the new version of the game. For me, I'd love to see some extra information surrounding the youth development and the youth intakes that you receive. I'd love more statistics in the build-up to a youth intake. How are they performing in training? What kind of ratings have they been getting in youth team games? How many goals have they scored? I'd love to know that information a year or two before you finally get them through a youth intake, and I'd love to be able to issue more instructions to your head of youth development. I know you can influence the youth intakes you get through to an extent through the personality of your head of youth development and the tactical formations that they favour, but I'd really like to be able to issue them direct instructions as to the build of players that you get through, or the personalities that they should be looking out for, so I can more directly control who I get through in those annual youth intakes. Will we get that kind of control in FM22? Well, I guess we don't have long to find out.
Hello people, it's me, TaylorMade Gaming. Hope you've enjoyed this video so far. The feature I would like to see improved on next year's game is a very small one, but a very important one if you enjoy journeyman saves like I do. I've had not one but 2 journeyman saves this year, and I've really enjoyed both of them. But one little annoying niggly feature that I would love to see improved is that currently, if you are looking for a new job or you get headhunted by another team and they offer you a contract, you can have a look at that contract, but if you want to think about it for a week, maybe see if anybody else is going to offer you a deal, or if you want to see if your current club is going to offer you a deal, you cannot see that original contract for another week. Once you've pressed that delay button, that contract is gone. That is gone for the week until it shows up a week later. So currently what you have to do is you have to go out of the game, get a screenshot of that contract, and then look at it outside of the game. And if you're like me, once you've screenshotted it and you've played for another 20 minutes or so, and while you're waiting to get through the next week, you've forgotten you've taken that screenshot. So, the option I would like to have is that if another team offers you a deal, I would like for you to be able to see any other offers you've got on that screen, or during the week while you're waiting for that old offer to come back through, you can go to your profile and see any contract offers you have got there waiting for you. That would help a whole lot with deciding what to do with Journeyman saves. It would help with seeing what wages you're being offered, what promises have been made, what transfer budgets, all of that good stuff. Because right now, that is not available to you. So please, SI, please include that into the game. Hope that's made sense to all you people. Thank you for watching. Check out my channel, youtube.com/TaylorMadeGaming. We're going to be starting with a Chelsea save on the beta. And then once the databases are out, we're going to be going for a TaylorMade Gaming FC Creator Club save, going all the way from level 10 up to the Prem, hopefully. That should be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Now, go and check out the next guy. Bye!
What is up, guys? This is Justin, aka Digi Rules the World, and I'm with Passion4FM talking about things I would like to see change in FM22 coming around the corner here. I'm a database editor, and one of the main troubles I've had with the editor in the past year or 2 years is the amount of hard-coded items, especially in the United States. I don't know why, but there's a lot of things hard-coded to MLS, even if you take the MLS out of the game. I would love to see that removed, or if it's going to be in there, at least put a section in there saying, hey, this is hard-coded into MLS, or this is hard-coded to do this. Have it in the editor so that's visible so that we know. One other thing, there's little to none documentation officially for the editor. I would love to see that updated. Right now, only things that you can find out are from the awesome FM community, content creators like myself, or database editors like myself, who post about these things. These are the two main things I would like to see change, both of them in the editor. I'm a developer myself, so I know the complexities to doing these kind of things, and I do appreciate the team at SI for everything they put out year after year. It's solid stuff. I'm Justin, aka Digi Rules the World, and I do appreciate your time.
Hello, I'm avoiding relegation, and one of the improvements I'd like to see in FM22 are some changes to the scouting assignments. So as things stand with the scouting assignments, once you create them and assign a scout, they are basically locked to that scout. The changes I would like to see is the assignments become their own entities, and you can actually assign additional scouts during the lifetime of it. But also when it's finished, it appears on the list that you can go back to and click on to find the players found within that assignment, as opposed to looking to the scouts themselves for their reports. So you can click on the assignment, it shows you what it is. So for example, little mock-up here, green is for an active assignment, yellow is for one yet to start, or one that is portaled and have scouts assigned, and of course grey is a complete one, which we can click on and find all the players that were listed under that. But we can also export it, say, as a shortlist, and as previously mentioned, we can actually load up previously designed scouting assignments.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Some really interesting suggestions. As we said earlier, why not drop down into the comments and let us know which of those suggestions you really liked. And if there are particular things that you would like to see in FM22 that we missed, well, drop them down below as well. We would love to see those. All of the creators that were involved in creating this video are linked down below, so make sure you go over to their channels and support them. And if you're excited about seeing more content on the Passion4FM YouTube channel, well, please hit that like button and drop a comment down below and let us know what sort of content you'd be excited to see on this channel. Make sure you nip over to passion4fm.com for all your guides, tips, tricks, and anything else FM related. Right then, folks, well, that'll do for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.